Okay, good morning. Saturday morning, and I've been out here about an hour and a half doing this. Now I wanted to sit down and make sure I could do it all properly and get all my measurements right before I start, because I don't want to screw it up. I mean, I should put big NTS here, which stands for not to scale, because I know the keyboard warriors are going to say, hang on, let me turn this fan off because it's annoying the shit out of me. Yeah, it's not to scale, it doesn't look to scale. Well, it's not to scale, so F you. So yeah, you know, I've given myself my tolerances. These fine tolerances here, about 1/1000, that's for bearings, and I need them to be fairly close. They're the smaller bearings. I'm going to leave these are the shoulders that the plates are going to jack up against, and these are the jacking collars. So what I'm going to do is cut some 12mm plate, 70mm diameter, and cut some 50mm and weld it on. And what I'm going to do, I was going to do a cross section of that, but I ran out of paper. And it's been a lot of years since I last had to do anything like this, so a lot of years, trust me. A lot of years than most of my subscribers have probably been alive, so yeah, so that's going to be 50. I'm going to recess this, and I'm going to make this, machine it all up, and then split it, weld a collar on each side, clamping plates. So it's going to be recessed into the shaft by about 5mm, because it's 4140, so it's fine. This one's going to be taking a lot of the strain. This gear will be driving this gear, so it should be fine. Like it's high tensile steel, so if I bring that down to say 30mm, because that's 34mm across there, or 34.55. And the outsides, I did measure the outsides like across here. I can't remember what it was now. For the life of me, I can't remember. So, and look, I've lost me. I've put my 6-inch rule down somewhere. Oh, there it is, right where I trip over it. I won't put you in front of the friggin' light. That is about 46mm. So that should be enough once I clamp it together. And then I'm through these flanges here, I didn't draw them in either. I'm going to put 4 M12 high tensile jacking screws. So this will be, to that collar will be, that's 220. And again, I had to modify my design a little bit. I had to take 2 discs out, which is fine. That's how thick it's going to be. That's plenty. They're not wasted because you'll have spares then, because you will be able to change them. So, because my lathe just won't take it, and I don't know how long before I get my new one. So, the longest one, that's the one that's going to have the chain drive on it here. Yeah, bearing, chain drive. That's the longest one. That's 496 total. Maximum lathe capacity 510. So I couldn't do it any longer than that. good morning. Got these cut off. You might have seen me stop there for a while because I thought it was out of coolant. Poured some water in it. It turns out the basket, the waste basket on the tank, was blocked. So in the process of trying to clear that, this has happened. So anyway, I've got 2 links here. I've put my drawing up on the wall. So what I'm going to do is machine these ends first because they're both exactly the same. Except for those collars not starting, they're the ones I've got to make. So what I'll do is I'll machine it from the end. I'll work it out, 75. So I made these a little bit longer. They're about 5mm longer than what I've got on the drawing there, so I can either leave a little bit poking out or skim a bit off the end. I think the only way I'm going to be able to do it properly at this point is to take the centre out, put the steady in, the fixed steady, and put them in that to machine those ends, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough out of that. For the short one I might, that one I won't, to be able to put the drill in there and drill it. So I might just have to unbolt that. That's that job that never got finished, and it's never going to because I'm getting rid of the lathe. So yeah, so I'll get that in there, and because that's ground, that's going to run nice in those in that steady. Machine those ends down, and then I'll be able to poke that much inside the chuck here. So, because at this point in time, it's only going to go down as far as here, and that'll give me a little bit more depth that I might be able to drill and like center drill and put the center in the far end. Yeah, because what I'll do is I'm going to machine these little bits first, turn it round, machine these bits, and then turn it back around and try and machine this. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Just hang on a sec. Once I get the first one there ready to start, I'll bring you back. Alright, now I've got this. It's taken me a while to get it sorted, because for a start, this steady was not designed to hold 50mm bar. When I tried to get it in there, what it did was it pulled up off centre, and it was actually walking it out of the chuck even though I did up tight. So I opened it up, took the bar out and ground a bit off them, so I had to screw the things up onto them, which is fine. But now, to stop the chatter, this is getting really, really hot from the friction. I put plenty of oil on it, so we'll see how that goes. I've managed to take cuts. Well, at one stage there, I managed to get a little bit of chatter, and now every time it hits that spot, it chatters again. But I'm going to try and get under it this time. See how we go. I've got 10mm. Hang on, I'll tell you how much I've got to take off. 0. It's got to come down to 32mm, and that says 47.77. So it's 15mm to come off. 7.5mm depth. So I'm going to see how I go cutting that. I might only be able to take a mil at a time. Well, that's fine. Or even 3/4 of a mil. I'm going to start off at 3/4 of a mil. I've been taking half a mil and it's been working fine. And keeping a bit of coolant on it. And I measured it, and it's 0.01 or 0.02 difference between that end and that end. This end's fine, that's not too bad, because the bearing's got to slide on. Yeah, my tolerances, yeah, I've got plus 0 minus 0.02, but I'd rather be on the bottom end of that, so that the bearings are a nice slide on fit. So we'll see how we go. And where the bearings got to go, up to about here, that's where the bearings go there. So anyway, once I've machined it, I'll bring a bearing up and slide it on and see how we go. Let's do something there. 3/4 of a mil. You that looks better. Much better. I managed to get under that chat. You can still see just remnants of it. I think part of the problem is this bloody thing here was moving. These were coming loose. So that's how tight I just nipped them with the multi grips. We'll see where we go. Plus you've got this much swinging out in the breeze, which doesn't help much either. But yeah, as I say, you can only piss with the dick you got. So let's see how we go. I'll just take 3/4 of a mil, see how we travel. That worked, so I'll now take 1 mil. I think we'll limit our cuts to 1 mil at a time, so that's only a ½ mil depth. Well, you can hear the noise in the gearbox. There's half the bloody problem. Anyway, I'll finish this one. When I get down to the last cut, or last couple of cuts, I'll bring you back. Stay tuned. Right, that should be close. Let's see how close we are. That's hot there, man, that's hot. Oh shit, I don't know if you can see that. We've got 0.1 to come off. I wonder if I should just try and sand that. No, there we go. I've got a little bit of top leeway, I think. Right. Still have to take a little bit off that shoulder. No, you can't even see that, can you? There you go. Still take a little bit off that shoulder because I don't think it's quite deep. I think I'll let you widen it out a little bit. You're a little bit too zoomed in. Better? There we go. Are you kidding me? That took 0.05 off. And I'm pretty sure those bearings are just a bee's doodle under 32. So let's see if we can take that much again, eh? see. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's 0.01 over. Just let me grab the bearing. Not even close. Let me have a look. Let me get the verniers. And measure them. Oh, they're 30. You clown. Seriously? How the hell did I stuff that up? They're 30. The other side's 40. Oh dear. Welcome to my world. What I'm going to do though is I might leave that mill. Right, I've edited a bit out because the camera was nowhere near showing what I was showing you. But because that's 32, I need it 30. So don't ask me where I got 32 from. My head. But I need 24 for the clamp that's going to force the plates down. That was, I wanted at 154. That's 153. That's pretty close. So I'm going to take a little bit off that, so that won't matter. What I need is 75 for that I've left for the sprocket, and it may be less, plus 40 for the bearing. So it's 75 and 40, 115. So I only need 115 really. So I've got miles of room there to play with. So I might even come back just a couple of mil more. Right, let me mark that. What am I doing? I want that one. Right. Now I've got exactly 2 mil to come off that, so I might. Seriously over this lathe. What have we got? 30.6. I always like to double check, just in case my yeah, that says same 30.6. Righto, let's. that is so friggin' close. I'm going to sand that. And I'm going to take this off. Let me widen it out a little bit. Take this off, get the pressure off it. So I'm not machining anymore, so I'll put a couple more herbs into it. That beautiful. That's a nice size. Oh, that's hot. Size for size fit there. Let me cool that bloody thing down. Jesus, that's beautiful. It's just a nice slide fit. That's what I want. So what I've got to do now. That heat's transferred all the way up to there. Oh, there, stay down there too. So that's that end done. Now that clamp will go in here. And then this will be turned down to put that in the shot. You can see what I'm doing. So I'll need to turn that down later, down to about 45. Where are you? There you go, 45. And then it would be milled down to 35 on the flats. So yeah, so I'll put the other one in and we'll get it up to the same stage. I know why that's creating all sorts of issues. I pull that out, I don't know if you can see, oh yeah. When I've cut that with the grinder, it looks like it's only sitting on a tiny bit rather than the whole lot, and that's why that one keeps coming loose. These ones are okay, these are flat, these are easy to get the grinder into. Okay, that one was harder, so I might unscrew it, take the thing right out and then hit it with the thing. We'll just knock that off with the grinder. Yeah, that's why it kept chattering, because there's only about 3 mil sitting on the top here. That's why I had to screw it down so tight. So anyway, we'll come back and have another look when I get the other side ready to go. The other shaft, I should say. And it'll be easier because it's shorter, so I can move everything down. So, and then I'll turn them around, put that in all the way. So the jaws will come up to about here. And then I can do the other end. So then might pull it out, hold onto it there, and then I'll machine the outside of this. That's going to be the hardest part because it's so long, but with them both in there I'll be able to put my centre back in, centre drill it, and jam the centre in there hard like I did before, and I should be able to machine that down. And I've only got to take 5 mil off it, so that shouldn't take all that long. Anyway, talk to you soon. second one nearly finished. Just down, I should only be about a mil to go on that. And as you can see, I've got the centre of this one because it's shorter. And as you also see, previously it's still had trouble with chatter. I'm buggered if I know what the issue is. I think it's either the lathe or it's this material, because it always chatters in the same spot. And when I was cutting the outside, down around here, you hear tunk, 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 like there was a hard spot in the steel. So it's probably, you know, supposed to be 4140, probably come from China. So there's every chance in the world that it's not right. That's 31.1. So just got a little over a mil to go. I might just take this at sort of 3/4 of a mil first and then finish it from there. Still, I like to take the spring cut because you just never know. Probably don't even need cool for the rest of it. So let me see. $30.41. Now, what do we take off? So I'll be glad when I get my new lathe because I'll have a digital readout and I can do this properly. It's hard unless I want to set the dial up on this, but it's not worth the fucking drama. So that should be about 0.4 there. Let's see. It's got to be very close. Get that out of the road. 05. You wouldn't read about it. Let me bring you out. You can see that. I don't know if you can. I can't see it on my display screen, but 0.05. I think I might sand that. I'm going to undo this because I'm hoping that I don't need it anymore once I turn it around. I shouldn't, because I'm only machining 55 mil on one end and 110 on the other bar. Yeah. Where'd I put that paper? Give it some berries. 2 more. Okay, now that's showing it bigger. There we go. Use the mic properly and it's wonderful. Oh, 0.15 of a mil. Just wondering if I can get that bearing in there and try it. Well, I could probably push that centre out of the road now because it's almost all the way back. I had this thing off 3 times because it wouldn't lock. I should have filmed it because you would have got me chucking a good one. Geez, that's close. A little more. Oh, just one more. They're so close. Oh, that's warm too. Let me cool that off and see if that makes a difference. It's a little warm. That's warm over there too. That's a bit better. Right, a little bit more of a sand. Oh, it's getting further and further. Actually, no, what? That'll, yeah, just one more right up here. That'll be good enough, I think. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. There is not a scrap of moving in that. Alright people, I'm going to strip this down now, take this out, turn it around, centre drill it, because while I've got this one here, I might as well do this one first. And I've only got 55 to machine, 55 depth and down to 40 mil. So hang around, I'll bring you back when I'm ready. That's got to be close, people. Well, that shows me it's 0.01 over. Now let me get the bearing. What doesn't fit, then I will do with sandpaper. Get this, let me bring it back out a bit further. So you get a bit of a... See how tight I have to do this up to stop it from moving. It won't grip the slide properly. Oh, geez, that's close. Let's fix that. Look at that, just do one light touch and we'll do it on. Look at that, beautiful. That'll just tap on a little bit, but that'll fit better because that's warm at the moment. So that's what I've done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the other one in and fight with that and get it done. I'm going to leave the steady in, but all I want to do is centre drill it, put the centre in, and then do what I do with this one. I actually machined, because this wasn't 100% round, even though it's in the 3-jaw chuck and I centre drilled it. When I put the centre in it and went to machine it, it was running out by about half a mil. 3/4 of a mil, so I'll get the other one in, get him sorted. Hopefully it'll, well it will, it'll go a fair way into the, like that one, so it'll come out to about here, so I should be able to just get the center drill in. So stay tuned and I'll bring you back when I've got that other one finished. Rightio, alright, I've got both ends done on both of them. Now I had a thought, and I thought this is going to be a pain in the bum trying to machine this. It's going to be a lot of little cuts. But I thought maybe I could put the square on it first, but I can't because I need to get it so that when I machine them I can test the discs. I don't want to have to keep pulling it in and out of the mill to test it for size. So, you know, I've got to get, where's my good rule? I've got to do 200 or 220 from there, so so I've only got to come down to the front of that ruler. What did I specify for that? 12, so that's a little bit more than that. Yeah, that's okay. 220 is the length of the stack of the discs, so that's, so if I go to say about there, that's where it's going to be. Yeah, that'll be fine. I mean, that's not really the trouble. I'm just going to work it from here, 12 mil. The rest of this will be my clamp that I make, put stuff away. So I'm going to try just do a small cut on here, see if I can get it without it friggin' shattering. But other than that, I'm going to take this in and edit it and get it up. I'll be looking into the drive gears for the opposite end as well, for this end, and they're going to be a little bit more expensive than I anticipated, so I'm looking at other options for that. The spur gears, I mean, not the drive, yeah, spur gears, transfer from the other shaft. Yes, the one I just finished. This one. Let me rubbish out of the road. Yeah, so it'll be transferred. This is where the gearbox is going to drive. You've got a bearing, sprocket, and this will transfer the drive from this shaft to that one. And look, I haven't even turned my friggin' lights on. Brilliant camera work, dickhead. Anyway, they'll be alright. Go into gear, there we go. But when I was looking at it, see the I don't know if you can see the pattern. Hang on, let me see if I can zoom in on keep focus. See that pattern? That's through most of it. That is the backlash in the head. I don't know if you can hear that. When it's cutting, that's the pattern I'm getting out of it. So, yeah, anyway, like I say, piece of the dick you got. So I'm going to mark this and just take a slight cut, see how we go. It's not a very big cut, but it's a promising sign. Even if I've got to take small cuts, half mil, 3/4 mil cuts, and see how we go. Just let me do a couple more. Hear that? I think there's two of them there, look. I think there's a hard spot in that bar. Anyway, you can see the run out, and you can see that's after drilling at the centres in the free drill. Let me do this, then I'll bring you back. There we go, got them done. Not a problem, not a single chatter, nothing, so I'm bugged if I know. But that's the drive, that's the driven. So that'll be the other way around. We have the bearings, sprocket on that one. Yeah, that's drive, yeah, so sprocket on that one and then on the gearbox. So let me put them in the correct order. So they'll be like that. And that end, that'll be the clamp to hold all the discs on. Then we'll have a bearing and I'll have two drive gears. So, spur gears as they're called. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go inside and get this video off. Tomorrow I'll come and set this up, start machining the square and see how we go with chatter. That itself is going to be a problem on this too, so you know. That is shameful. You know, I mean, I know you pay what you get what you pay for, but that's ridiculous. Anyway, we'll push on. Yeah. So it's coming together quickly now. As I said, tomorrow if I want to try and get both of them done, see how long, because there's a lot of machining to do. Once I get that done, then I'll put it back in the lathe and I'll go around and chamfer everything and machine these out. And then the step after that will be to make the collars, to push the discs together, hold them together tight so they don't wobble back and forth. So there we go. That'll do. I think it's pretty hot outside. It's not too bad in here. I've got both the fans going and the air conditioner running, and it's not too bad in here. So I've got to go and make some phone calls because my new solar system's not working with the battery. You know, I think it's cost me a friggin' fortune, and it's not working. So they're trying hard to get a technician to come and fix it. So we're going to go and call them and find out what the frig's going on and edit this video and get it up. So thanks for hanging around. Thanks to those who watched this far. Appreciate it. And until next time, as always, stay safe. Peace.